Lesson 5.4, Solving Radical Equations and Inequalities. A radical equation is an equation that contains a radical. So, how do you solve them? Number 1, isolate the radical. Step 2, raise both sides to whatever the index is, or the reciprocal of the exponent. Solve it and check your answers. It is possible to end up with extraneous solutions, which are solutions that you get by solving it correctly, but don't work in the original equation. So you have to check your answers. Alright, here's a nice little problem. Well, let's isolate the radical. And so what I think I'll do is I'm just going to add it to the other side, or to both sides, so that it ends up on the other side. And then I'm going to raise both sides to the index, which is 4 in this case. The fourth root and the exponent 4 cancel out. So I have 5 to the 4th, which is 625 equals x. We should check our answer. Use our calculator, and it does in fact equal 0. Check mark, yay. Alright, that is our answer. Let's try another one. Well, that is what we need to solve for first, so we need to get rid of the 3. It's multiplied, so we'll divide. Gives us 81. Well, I need to get rid of that exponent, so I'm going to raise both sides to the reciprocal of that exponent. That will cancel out, make 1. And now remember, the denominator is the same as our index, so it will be the 4th root of 81 cubed. Well, the 4th root of 81 is 3. And 3 cubed is 27. Of course, we should check our answer. 3 times 27 raised to the 4 thirds. It does equal 243. Yes, that's what my calculator says. All right, here's more interesting. Well, x is here. Let's just work from the outside in and get rid of everything away from the x. Start with the farthest thing away, which is the 4. So we'll add 4 to both sides. And then let's get rid of the square root. The index is a 2 if it's a square root, so we're going to square both sides. Square root and the square cancel out. The next most outside thing is the 8. We'll get rid of the 8. Next most outside thing is the 2, and it's multiplied, so we'll divide. And I think you get 46. We should check our answer, so put that in a calculator and we get 6. Yes. I don't know why I keep writing the square root symbol, but yes, it works. Let's try another one. Uh-oh. Wow, there's x's twice in different square roots. What do we do? Well, let's follow the same steps. Let's isolate a radical. So let's isolate the first one. And so let's add the 3 times the square root of 2x to both sides. And that leaves the square root of 4x plus 28 on one side. And then we're going to raise both sides. Now there's multiple things, so I have to put in parentheses. Square root and the square cancel out. The right side, it happens to be 3 squared, and the square root of 2 squared, which cancels out, so it'll be 9 times 2x, or 18x. Let's get the x's together. And then we finish solving. Divide by 14 and you get x is 2. And then what should we do? Check it. And we put in a calculator. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 28 is 36. So that's square root of 36 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Square root of 2 is square root of 4 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. It works. Yay! All right, here we go. Again, we have an x on both sides. We need to isolate the radical. It's isolated. So let's get rid of it. It's a square root, so I'm going to square both sides. There's more than one thing over here, though, so I need to put it in parentheses. And remember that x plus 2 squared is not x squared plus 2 squared. It is actually x plus 2 times x plus 2. The square root and square canceled on the right. Let's multiply these together. That would be x squared. That's 2x. That's 2x. And that's 4. Type of equation do we have? That's right. It's quadratic. So let's move everything over so it equals 0. Or get rid of everything on the right side so it equals 0. So I have x squared, those canceled, plus 2x, and 4 minus 28 is negative 24. Maybe we could factor this. Times what makes x squared is x and x, times what makes negative 24. I want it to add to be a 2. So how about a 6 and a negative 4? Multiplies to make negative 24, adds to make the 2. Then I take each of those equal to 0. X is negative 6, or x is 4. And then what do? We check. So let's check the negative 6. So if negative 6 plus 2, square root of 2 times negative 6 plus 28. So here I get negative 4. On the other side, I get negative 12 plus 28 is 16. Oh, that's 4. So negative 4 equals 4. Wait, what? No, that doesn't work. That's false. So the negative 6 does not work. It is extraneous. Let's try the 4. Four plus 2 is 6. On the other side, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 28 is 36. The square root of 36 is 6. That one is true. So our solution is 4. That is our only solution. You must check your answers because you might get those extraneous solutions. You did nothing wrong to get an extraneous solution. It just shows up.